my dears, and welcome to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well, and I am very happy and grateful that you have chosen to spend your time with me. Before we meet our deck, I wanted to let you know about the many ways you can support my channel. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people and grow as a channel. If you want to be notified of a new video that I've released, click on the notification bell so you can be alerted to a new video. Or you can buy me a coffee. The link is below and up in my banner. But the proceeds that I get from coffee go back into buying decks to review on here. I make no profit. So with that being said, let's meet our deck. We are going to meet the Sock Monkey Oracle by Shannon Grissom, and it was published by Beyond Worlds on April 12th of 2022, and it retails, at the time it was released, for $22, and since it has been out for a little while, price may be different wherever you buy it from. The deck box is rather big. It's 6.80 height, and across is 5 inches, and the width is 1.40. The weight is about 11 pounds, so it is a pretty hefty deck. There are thumb indents on the side for easy opening, and it has title stackability on all of the sides, but unfortunately the bottom. So however you stack your deck. Alright, so let's open this baby up. Okay, nothing really special. You do get a guidebook and little monkey butt. It's 128 pages, and we will come back to it. And on the inside you get a holder of the decks, and unfortunately you can take it out if you really wanted to. It is removable if you want, totally up to you. Okay, and on the back you have a little blurb on it, and then you get little teaser cards to show you what they look like. Okay, so comparison to a regular tarot, these cards are pretty big. So they are 5.5 height, width is 3.75, and the deck width itself is 0.75. And there are 46 cards in here, and if you are doing reversals, working with them, you will not be able to tell if there is a reversal because of the artwork. Alright, so let's get started on this cute little deck. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and while I show you the cards, I'm going to read you what I found out about the origins of the sock monkey. They're so cute and fun. Alright, so the beloved sock monkey is easily recognizable, cute, silly, and soft. But where did it originate? Well, according to Bonnie Cross Connolly's book, Everything's Coming Up Sock Monkeys, Art, History, and Business of the American Sock Monkey, the classic toy's beginning can be traced back to Rockford, Illinois, where Swedish immigrant John Nelson settled in 1852. By 1872, Nelson and his business partner, William Worth Burson, developed an automatic knitting machine that could close the heel and the toe of a sock, a process that previously required completion by hand. Nelson Knitting Company incorporated in 1880, and the company started making the Nelson sock, advertised as celebrated Rockford seamless hosiery. By 1904, the Nelson Knitting Company manufactured more than 5,000 pairs of work socks every day. While other businesses were hit hard during the Great Depression, the Nelson Knitting Company managed to stay in business. By 1932, the popularity of its quality socks, now known as Rockfords, sparked competition with other knitting mills, and imitation versions of the work socks began to surface. Several other companies made a sock with a cream-colored trim and a brown body, but the Nelson Knitting Company wanted to distinguish its products from competitors and added red yarn to the heel of the sock to let buyers know that they were purchasing an authentic Rockford sock. A feature referred to as a D-tick tip, this red heel addition to the socks became the most distinctive red lips that create one of the characteristics of a sock monkey. No specific proof exists as to who created the first sock monkey or when it was created. Sock monkeys were originally hand-sewn and represent a mixture of folk art, style, and kitschs. I know I'm saying that word wrong. They grew in popularity during the Great Depression when money was scarce and worn-out Rockford socks could be repurposed into stuffed animal toys for children. In the early 1950s, the Nelson Knitting Company learned that its socks were being used to make stuffed animal monkeys and began the process for patenting the sock monkey toy. The firm received the first patent in 1955 and began to include the sock monkey doll pattern in each package of the red heel socks. Shortly thereafter, Sears, Roebuck and Company began selling not only Rockford work socks, but also a 48-page instruction booklet with guidance on how to make sock monkeys. They remained popular throughout the 60s and the 70s and have made a comeback in the new millennium. Only this time, more often than not, sock monkeys are mass-produced. They still appeal to kids and adults of all ages, although now many sock monkeys wear clothes, sport fancy hairstyles, and come with accessories. Since 2005, the city of Rockford in Illinois has held the Sock Monkey Madness Festival, an annual event that attracts collectors and fans from all over the country. And that, my dears, is the tale of the sock monkey. All right, so let's get into the guidebook. It has 128 pages, and it is very basic. You have your thanks to the hubby. You have your content page, which is nice when they add that. And you have your introduction to the sock monkey. And then she goes into her history with the sock monkey. She gives a little cute story. And then goes into the sock monkey history. And you can read that. When you want. And then how to use this deck. she gives you guidance on it. And oops, snidey. Did I skip? No, I didn't. Okay. So then she goes into giving you some spreads. You got your lone sock spread. What I need to know right now. You get a pair of socks spread. And when you're choosing between two scenarios, 3Y sock spread, past, present, future. Messy sock drawer spread. And little paragraph about reversed and jumping cards. And then you get your card messages, and with it you get a main message, and then the symbolic frolics are what she said back here is, it says each symbolic frolic is an invitation to play with your guidance. And then an affirmation for you. So you get a picture of the card, and she said in the guidebook that she has tried to make this into a fun deck to kind of lift you up, because that's exactly what sock monkeys do. You can't help but smile when you see a sock monkey. They're just little, bundles of happiness, I guess. So that is pretty much it for the cards themselves. They are pretty simplistic, and it's straightforward. This deck is for anybody and everybody. I mean, I honestly believe that even kids could get a kick out of this deck. And I'm just gonna flip through it because it's the same throughout the whole thing. And then you have your acknowledgements. Thanks to people. And then you get the picture of the author, and then there's some background on her. And you get your little sock monkey picture. So that is pretty much it, and we're gonna go ahead. Okay, since these are so long, yeah, unless you've got some really long fingers, yeah, it's gonna be hard to shuffle these like that. But I mean, if you've got the long fingers, so probably most people are gonna shuffle it like this. And yeah, pretty easy shuffle. And the card stock is kind of thick. It's bendy, but it's not really thin. It is thick. It's not thick, but thick enough. Okay, so let's see. What does the sock monkey have for us? What kind of message does the sock monkey want to tell us? Unload. Okay. So 42. Unload. Wow. You've got bunches of bananas in one arm, bunches, and a big fat load of mangoes in the other. Unload. Drop 'em. Looks like physically and spiritually you have been carrying a ton of heavy stuff lately. If you are laser focused on a project, person, or situation, it's time to get relief. Just making the decision to get help takes some of the pressure off, and following through will open up a whole new world for you. Find a neutral party and let it all out. The sooner you do this, the sooner you will feel peace. Symbolic frolics. Emotional overload, therapy, relief, professional help. Affirmation. I am able to get help and release all that does not serve me. All right, and that is pretty much our Sock Monkey Oracle. And let me know what you thought about the deck. Did you like it? Dislike it? Love? Hate it? Any feedback on the video? Any deck you'd like to see in a future video? Just let me know and I will see what I can do. And once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me. And I hope you will join me for another video. Until then, take care and goodbye, my dears.